Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some tips, tricks, and some products that I love to use on my excessively oily and sweaty face. I sweat very easily, as you see on this channel, and I have very oily skin, and I'm always looking for ways to better improve makeup application so that it doesn't either melt off my skin or make my face look worse. Like, you should have just not put anything on. And so on today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I've been using, tips, tricks, and products that really have held up when it comes to this really hot weather that we've been having, and makes me feel a lot more confident when I'm outside and not too worried about how my skin is looking to everyone else, because there are horror stories, but we'll save that for another day. So if you're interested in what these products are, my thoughts on them, and how I use them, I hope you decide to stay tuned. We're gonna get straight into it. So here we are at the start. We have the before and the after, and I'm going to show you product by product, things that I recommend and how I do them. Because I'm using light makeup, I don't feel like I really need a primer, but I do have porous areas, particularly around my nose. So I'm going to use this Jelly Pop primer from e.l.f. I much prefer the Milk Hydro Grip primer, but I don't have that with me, so I'm going to use just the tiniest bit to fill in my pores, but also to make sure that my concealer has something to adhere to. I will not be using foundation. I just find that no matter what, because of like how heavily I sweat in the conditions that I'm in, foundation is just not. It's summertime. We generally can get away with less, but also because of the trends that we see makeup in, it doesn't seem like the full coverage has made its comeback just yet. While I let the primer set in, I'm going to start on my brows. Feathery laminated brows are still very much in trend, and I understand the appeal of it. However, if you sweat profusely, going in with a gel or whatever product you use to really set the brows in place really doesn't work all that well, in my opinion, because once the sweat mixes in with whatever product you have on, it tends to get emollient again, and what you're left with is like this wet, goopy brow that's shiny, and that's not what you want. So for me, I highly recommend sticking with a waxier brow pencil. The creamier it is, the easier it is to slide on your eyebrows. So sticking with a waxier formula, it just fares better in my opinion. I am using the ABH Brow Wiz in the shade medium brown, and also keeping to your brow shape, not over exaggerating it too much. If by accident you happen to drag your hand across your eyebrows, you're still gonna have your natural shape, whereas if you overdraw it too much, it'll end up looking uneven. So I'm stopping where my brows naturally stop, which is right about there, and I'm lightly filling it in. Because I'm using lighter makeup, I just don't like the look of very mapped out brows. I think it just looks a little wrong. Not wrong, I shouldn't say it that way. It looks too heavy. You see, like, I'm already sweating here. Story of my life. Pat, 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 pat. No transfer, guys. See that? This part is done. No transfer. Use a strong hold brow gel. This is what I like. This is the ABH Clear Brow Gel, and I buy it in the twin pack. I think there's 2 of these, and then they give you 1 free. It smells horrible, but it works really well. And I find that this particular brow gel does not move my brows. Even when I sweat, I can still touch my brow, and it's got a firm hold on it. So just like that. While my brow sets, we can move on to the concealer portion, and I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Sublime Perfection Concealer, I think is what it's called, and I use the shade LM13. This is the match to my skin tone. It's like a half shade lighter, but once I put powder on top, it looks fine. So taking the concealer, the smallest amount of this Seriously, the less product you have on your face, the better it just looks. It's unfortunate that we have to work around that because of the oils and the sweat, but make do with what you have. And I like to do that to start off with. And I like a fluffier concealer brush. So where is the brush I was using? This is the Morphe E8. Look how fluffy that is, but it's also a denser concealer brush, so I can move the product a lot better and it doesn't concentrate too much product in one place, because I have darkness on the outer portions of my eye, and then I drag down a little bit on my nose. And it's not like I have more product. I'm using the leftover of what's underneath my eyes and using that to apply to the other areas. I know Robert Welsh says don't put concealer on your eyelids, but again, it's just the remnants of what I have on this brush here, because I do have a lot of discoloration. You could do this on like particular blemishes. I'm not too bothered with my blemishes. Whatever I have, but if it is something that you're kind of worried about, just pinpoint and you can use your hand to kind of dot it into place. Just be sure that it's close to your complexion. Moving on to powder now. I have to stress that I'm talking very little powder. The one that I would recommend, I'm not saying you should buy it, but this has worked wonders for me. You saw me pat under my eyes, right? This combination, the Pat McGrath concealer and their Sublime Perfection under eye blurring powder, I forget, but this small little compact here, the combination of these two products is spectacular. I've done a wear test on it, and if I remember, I can link either up here or in the description box the video that I did. Mind blown. So I'm going to take the Unit 305 brush here. It's sort of similar to a lot of highlighter brushes, but I like to use this for underneath the eyes, and you can find this on beautylish.com. I'm literally going to just do that. That's it. And I'm going to lightly sweep over the areas. No matter what anyone says, whether it's baking, whether it's light dusting, if you sweat, the cakey, powdery look will happen. It's unavoidable. So the less you put on, the better it looks, because it won't be as apparent. And this is from someone who heavily sweats. So already my skin looks so much more awake and put together with the tiniest bit of makeup. It's amazing how just the right placement with the right shades and products can really lift your skin and overall look. So I already feel 100 times better. But now a trick that I don't see as many people do nowadays. I think we're still in this place of like eyeshadow palettes and bright colors and very eccentric looks, and I think that's great, but title of this video, you want something that's going to last, and you can't really trust a lot of colors on your eyes if you know you're gonna sweat or if your lids produce a lot of oils. What I would recommend is one of these cream eyeshadows. These do not budge, and I've tried many brands. What was that? Color Tattoo? Maybelline, I think it was. Those types of products. Chanel does them. This is a Charlotte Tilbury one in the shade Star Gold. Armani does them. MAC does them. But a cream product that's very malleable when you apply it, but sets beautifully. It's so easy to use. It makes so much sense for the summer. A one and done look. And I would recommend something with sparkle that's not too light, kind of complements your skin tones. For me, this is more bronzy golden, and I think it works with my skin tone. One shade, there's sparkle, there's glimmer. It will not budge. I have worn these on many occasions. This is probably my go-to like out the door product because it's so easy and I can rely on it. So my eyes are ready to go. It's pretty much done. The only thing that I would do is mascara. I did want to show you my favorite mascara that is waterproof, that is your best friend. I know not everyone likes it because of how difficult it is to get off, but trust me, you can cry for 10 hours and the waterproof mascara will not budge. I used this on my brother's wedding from morning till night, There was no transfer underneath, no raccoon eyes. I didn't get transfer on the napkins as I was wiping my face or wiping my tears. L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Waterproof. There is a regular version of this, and that's my favorite drugstore mascara. Dare I say my favorite mascara still to this day. But the waterproof version of the Carbon Black, it is jet black, but it does not budge. I start off by curling my lashes, give it a nice, very, very deep curl, and then I would apply this, let this dry, and then do a final squeeze on my lashes. Your lashes will not move. If you apply the mascara at attention with your lashes, they will stay at attention till you take it off. When I saw that, what was her name? Raw Beauty Christy, when she found out about this trick, I was like, yes, someone that is like this huge YouTuber is finally speaking to the curl your lashes waterproof mascara hack. You need to try it if you haven't. So that is the deal with mascara. However, I prefer lashes because I can just do that at the end of the day. There's no real trick to lashes. All you have to do is have a reliable glue and make sure that you add more product at the ends of your lashes. So I run my lash glue and then make sure that I give the ends a nice hefty amount because they are the ones that tend to lift the fastest. By the way, I use the dual glue. I hear that Revlon makes a good one. I always hear about House of Lashes, that they make a good glue as well. If you have recommendations, let me know, but duo has always worked for me and it's easier for me to find. And then I'm gonna apply mascara. This isn't waterproof, but I barely put any mascara on when I use lashes. I kind of just wiggle a little bit so that it blends, but I don't go through the whole length of my lashes. I look to the side, it doesn't really show, so I think I'm okay. And this is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. This is in the green tube, and the lashes that I'm using are Ardell 112s, I believe. Sorry, 122. All right, so we're done with the eyes. Like, that's so simple. Because I'm talking, it looks like it takes a while, but really it's so fast. Now to the face. I'm going to recommend that you have a cream product that dries down matte. I just feel that they look the most natural and they wear the best throughout the day. So I'm gonna start off with the Mario Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick. I have it in the shade medium. So I just put like the tiniest bit, nowhere near the amount that I would if I had a full face of makeup on. I just want a little bit of definition and color to my face. So let's take in that brush and I'm just going to blend that on as I would, and taking that product and spreading it as far as I can take it so that it doesn't look concentrated. Once again, it just wears better on oily and sweaty skin. If I were to use a powder, remember what I said, powder just looks weird when you start sweating. So having a product like this to where it dries down matte, it's not quite a powder, but it's still not emollient and easy to rub off when the oils really break through. And then I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in Joy. This one again dries down matte. It's a beautiful summery color. But I'm going to take a damp sponge. This one is from BK Beauty. I just sprayed a little bit of my Fix Plus on there. And I'm going to blend that, really pushing it into the skin so that it almost stains it. And then for highlighter, again, cream to powder. This is the ColourPop Super Shop Cheek. It is a pearlized finish, and this is in the shade Wisp. I don't know if this is my favorite formulation, but it's the best one that I have for the purpose of this video. And the color on this is really good for people with similar complexions to mine. And I'm not gonna go too heavy on it. People like us tend to get shiny on our own. Then, just like before, taking this brush once again and my powder, just a little bit, just a little. And then I'm gonna set all of the areas that we applied product on, just a little. So I have a Stay Put lip liner and a Stay Put lip color. So starting off with the LP Beauty 2.0 lip liner in Gossip Girl. The pencils, whether it be for the eyeliner or the lip pencil, if they have this outer black ring, it usually means it's not budging. This is a beautiful lip liner, one of my favorites from LP Beauty. Oh, so beautiful. It's such an everyday color. And then this one I've had forever. This is the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Walkery. The other shade in Bahama, which is a little bit more mauve-y, is beautiful too. Just a little color, and really press that in so that it won't move. Such a beautiful lip combo. I love it. I have this obsession with finding lip combos. I'm not obsessed with lip products, but combos, finding those really good combos brings me so much joy. All right, let's do the test for the eyeballs. Let's just get a little bit of this too. I'm telling you guys, just please trust me. I sweat so much and I produce so much oil that I literally am the ultimate test for it's like summer products. So we've come to the end of the video. Those are my tips. Those are the products that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and know that I wouldn't be sharing this with you if I didn't think it would work. So those of you out there who have the same skin type as me, I really do hope that this helps. And if you have any further questions, maybe I didn't address something, please leave it in the comments down below and I will try my best to give you an accurate answer. As always, a full list of products will be listed down in the description box down below. I will also put links so that it's easier for you to find. Just remember they are magic links, so I do make a small commission every time you decide to make a purchase. You can also check me out on Instagram. That is where I post most of my makeup looks along with all the products in the caption. Till the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys.